Kamal Santamaria here in Doha with the world news from Al Jazeera. In Afghanistan, Al Jazeera has obtained the Taliban's new code of conduct. It lays out rules on everything from the treatment of hostages to where suicide bombings can be carried out. The pocketbook has been approved by the Taliban leader Mullah Omar. We've heard from Michael Griffin, an Afghanistan expert who provided some insight into the new rules.
The Taliban, we understand from its engagement in Helmand province, where it has a chokehold over the supply of opium and heroin, in its kidnapping of political and business leaders in the country, is flirting very closely with criminality on a very, very large scale. And if you think indeed recently of the New York Times reporter who was kidnapped in November last year and was released, there was a lot of negotiation to get him released for $8 million. This was a criminal act. It was nothing to do with the Taliban as a political or military force. So I think he's trying to bring all the disparate elements in the Taliban together under one umbrella and to some extent isolate and separate those elements which are simply criminal.
Political unrest continues in Honduras 2 days after the ousted President Manuel Zelaya made a symbolic move of crossing the border from Nicaragua. Al Jazeera's Monica Villamizar visited that spot where Zelaya chose to make the entry before turning back.
This place was relatively unknown to the world until ousted President Manuel Zelaya decided to make this point his point of entry into Honduran territory. 2 days ago, he crossed that chain and took a few steps into Honduras, only to retreat back to the other side where we have Nicaragua. He is staying there at the moment in the small border town of Ocotal, where he has set up his headquarters. In 2 days, he's made 2 failed attempts to cross to Honduras. His critics say that he really doesn't want to, and he's scared of going into Honduran territory, but he told us that his strategy is to stay here and wait for enough people, enough of his supporters to come and meet him here on the Nicaraguan side.
Just some of the stories we're following here on Al Jazeera. The latest on all those and plenty more is at our website aljazeera.net/English.